The music world lost a bright light this week
Oh, yeah?
with the passing of Liam Payne.
It's,
And it's a shock, to say the least.
yeah.
And while we're all still processing this,
Huh.
we wanted to take this deep dive to look back at his incredible journey,
Yeah,
both as part of One Direction and as a solo artist.
I think it's important.
We've got excerpts from a recent article,
Okay.
Liam Payne's girlfriend, "If I Had Known, I Would Never Have Left."
Right.
And it offers such a personal and poignant perspective on his life.
It's a great article.
I think it really captures what made him so special.
Yeah, it's raw and emotional.
Wow.
And it sheds light on the man beyond the stage persona.
Yeah.
It reminds us that these global icons
Right.
have personal lives and deep connections.
Mm-hmm.
And those closest to them are feeling this loss in a way that's hard to even imagine.
Exactly. And as we delve into Liam's career,
Yeah.
I think it's important to keep that human element in mind.
Right.
So rewind back to 2010,
Okay.
the X Factor. Liam, this young lad from Wolverhampton,
Mm.
auditions as a solo artist.
Yeah.
Could any of us have predicted what would happen next?
That's funny, isn't it?
Never.
Here's this ambitious kid with a dream, and he gets cut.
Right.
But then fate steps in. He's
Mhm.
brought back, put together with 4 other guys.
Wow.
And suddenly One Direction is born.
I know.
5 albums, countless awards,
Yeah.
tours that sold out in minutes.
It's crazy.
I mean, they were a global phenomenon.
They weren't just a boy band.
No.
They were a cultural force.
Right.
I remember watching their early performances,
Mm-hmm.
and the energy was electric.
Oh, yeah.
They had this raw talent, this undeniable chemistry,
Absolutely.
and the fans went wild for it.
Mhm.
And then in 2015, the hiatus,
Yeah.
the music world held its breath as they went their separate ways.
It's really interesting musically speaking because Liam, like the others, could have easily just ridden the wave of One Direction's success. But he didn't. He took a risk with Strip That Down, a song that blended pop, R&B, even some electronic elements.
Right.
It was a clear departure from the band's sound. And it signaled his desire to evolve as an artist.
It was a bold move. And it paid off.
Yeah.
The song was a massive hit, topping charts around the world.
Uh-huh.
It showed a new side of Liam, a maturity and sophistication in his music
Right.
that caught a lot of people by surprise.
It resonated deeply with his fans.
Yeah.
It wasn't just a catchy tune.
Yeah.
It felt authentic, like he was sharing a part of himself that he hadn't before.
Right.
And I think that vulnerability, that willingness to push creative boundaries
Yeah.
is what truly set him apart.
Absolutely. But now let's turn to the article
Okay.
and that incredibly powerful statement from Liam's girlfriend.
Yeah.
She talks about being in Argentina when she got the news.
Mm-hmm.
And that line, "If I had known this would happen, I would never have left Argentina."
Oh, wow.
Just tears at your heart.
It's so sad.
It speaks to the suddenness of it all. The shock of losing someone you love so unexpectedly.
There's such raw grief in those words, but also a profound sense of regret.
Yeah.
It's that feeling we've all had at some point, wishing we could have one more conversation, one more moment with someone who's gone.
Right.
And it highlights a universal truth about loss. We often don't realize how precious our time is
Yeah.
until it's too late.
And what's so striking is how she describes Liam's personality. She paints this picture of a man who was full of life, who had this infectious energy that could light up a room.
Oh, yeah.
It makes his passing all the more
It
heartbreaking,
really does.
knowing that that light has been dimmed.
It's a reminder that behind the fame and the success, behind the carefully crafted image, there's a real person with a beating heart.
Right.
Someone who makes people laugh, who brings joy to those around them.
Yeah.
And that's what truly makes a legacy. Not just the accolades or achievements,
Right.
but the impact you have on the people you love.
And that impact is clearly evident in the outpouring of grief from fans and fellow musicians alike.
Oh, yeah.
We've seen tributes pouring in from Harry Styles, Louis Tomlinson, Ed Sheeran, all expressing their shock,
It's so sad.
their sadness, their admiration for Liam's talent.
What's interesting is that many of them are focusing not just on his musical ability,
Yeah.
but on his kindness, his warmth, his genuine spirit.
Right.
It's as if they're saying, yes, he was a talented artist,
Yeah.
but he was also an incredible human being.
Yeah.
And that speaks volumes.
It does. It's a reminder of that shared experience of grief that music seems to amplify.
Yeah.
Think about other sudden losses in the music industry. It's like fans collectively mourn using the artist's work as a language for processing those complex emotions.
It's that communal aspect of music that makes it so powerful. It creates a space where people can connect, share their pain, and find comfort in knowing they're not alone. And in Liam's case, his music offered a sense of hope, of resilience, that resonated deeply with his fans.
There's a real sense of searching for meaning in all of this. And I think that's where examining Liam's solo work becomes so important.
Right.
Did he achieve everything he set out to do musically? Did he find that distinct voice separate from one direction?
That's a question worth exploring.
Yeah.
You know, it's easy to dismiss someone like Liam as just a pop star, a product of a manufactured boy band.
Right.
But when you listen to his solo work, you hear an artist who is constantly evolving, experimenting with different sounds, pushing boundaries.
Yeah.
There's a depth and a maturity there that often gets overlooked.
Right, and his lyrics often touch on themes of self-discovery, of finding your own path in the world.
Absolutely.
It's almost as if he was on this journey of self-expression, both musically and personally.
Yeah.
And his fans were right there with him every step of the way.
And that journey is tragically cut short. Which, of course, brings us to the impossibility of that long-awaited One Direction reunion.
Right.
It was something fans had hoped for, dreamed of.
Yeah.
And now that possibility is gone.
It adds another layer of grief to an already heartbreaking situation.
It does.
It's like a reminder of all the potential that was left unrealized.
Yeah.
All the music that will never be made.
That's tough.
And it's a loss felt not just by the fans.
Yeah.
By the music industry as a whole.
Absolutely. Liam's passing represents a loss of talent, of creativity, of a unique voice that brought joy to millions.
Yeah.
And while his legacy is undoubtedly tied to One Direction's success, it's important to acknowledge the strides he made as a solo artist.
He was carving out his own path, pushing creative boundaries, and connecting with fans on a whole new level.
Right.
And that's something worth celebrating, even amidst the sadness.
It's a testament to the enduring power of music.
Yeah.
Even though Liam is gone, his songs remain.
Yeah.
They continue to play on the radio, on streaming services, in people's homes. And every time someone listens, his memory lives on.
It's like a piece of him is still here with us, connecting us across time and space.
And that brings us to the bigger picture. What is it about music that allows it to transcend loss in this way?
That is the question.
Why does it have such a profound impact on our emotions,
Well,
our memories, our sense of self?
that's a question philosophers have been pondering for centuries.
Yeah.
But I think at its core, music taps into something primal within us.
Yeah.
It's a universal language that speaks to our shared human experience. Joy, sorrow, love, loss.
It's a way of expressing emotions that words sometimes can't capture. And when that expression is tied to someone we've lost,
Right.
it becomes a powerful source of comfort, of connection, of healing.
It allows us to grieve, to remember, to celebrate the life that was lived.
Yeah.
And in Liam's case, it gives us a way to keep his spirit alive, even as we mourn his absence.
It's a beautiful and tragic paradox. In losing him, we find a renewed appreciation for his art, for the impact he had on the world, for the simple yet profound joy of music.
And I think that's a fitting tribute to his legacy. He brought people together through his music.
Yeah.
And in his absence, his music continues to do just that.
It does.
It's a reminder that even in the face of loss, there's still beauty to be found, connection to be forged, and meaning to be made. And for fans, it's more than just music, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's that feeling of connection,
Right.
of belonging,
Yeah.
of being part of something bigger than yourself.
Absolutely.
Liam, especially in his One Direction days, fostered a sense of community among his fans that was truly special.
There's a shared history there, a sense of having grown up together. They've experienced milestones, heartbreaks, triumphs, all set to the soundtrack of Liam's music.
Yeah.
And that creates a bond that's incredibly powerful, especially in moments of loss.
It's that shared journey that makes his passing feel so personal,
Yeah.
even for those who never met him. Like losing a friend, a confidant, someone who understood the ups and downs of life.
And that's where his girlfriend's words come full circle.
Yeah.
She talks about Liam making every moment special, living life to the fullest. It's almost as if she's giving us permission to grieve, to acknowledge the pain,
Yeah.
but also to find joy in the memories.
Yes, and to carry those lessons forward. It's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day, to take things for granted.
Yeah.
But Liam's story is a stark reminder. to cherish the present moment,
Absolutely.
to tell the people we love how much they mean to us.
It's a reminder that life is fragile, unpredictable,
Yeah.
and ultimately too short.
And while we can't control the circumstances, we can choose how we live each day.
Right.
We can choose to embrace joy, to pursue our passions, to make a positive impact on the world around us.
And in Liam's case, he did just that.
He did.
He brought joy to millions through his music. He inspired countless fans with his journey, and he left behind a legacy that will continue to resonate for years to come.
His passing is a tremendous loss,
It is.
but it also serves as a powerful call to action.
Yeah.
A call to live authentically, to
Right.
pursue our dreams fearlessly, and to cherish every moment with those we love.
So as we close this deep dive, I think the question we're left with is this. How can we each honor Liam's memory in our own lives? What lessons can we take from his journey and apply to our own life?
Perhaps it's about finding our own voice, expressing ourselves creatively, or connecting with others on a deeper level.
Yeah.
Maybe it's about taking that leap of faith, pursuing that long-held dream, or simply appreciating the beauty in everyday moments.
Absolutely.
Whatever it may be, let's remember Liam Payne, not just for his talent, but for the way he lived his life, with passion, with purpose, and with a genuine love for the people around him. Rest in peace, Liam, and thank you for the music.